Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Khadijah and I talk about all things beginner crochet. I'm basically still learning about crochet. I've clearly fallen in love with it and I just want to share what I've learned with you. So today I'm going to be talking about the kinds of yarn I use. I'm still a beginner, so I don't use a wide variety of yarns. Hence, I don't have a huge stash. I also haven't had time to accumulate a huge stash. I've been at this for about 7 months now. First of all, I should say that my project of choice with crochet is amigurumi. And that's just a Japanese word for a small handmade toy. So I make toys. I make little stuffed animals. I make dolls. I make plushies. That's what I enjoy crocheting. And it really will depend on what you like to make when you determine what kind of yarn you want to use. There are more types of yarns out there than I could count or name. There is all different types of yarn made from fibers that are man-made, fibers that are natural, and various combinations of those two fiber types. So let's get into it. I want to start by talking about the latest fiber that I've discovered, and I got a shipment in today. I'm so excited because the shipment wasn't expected to get here until Monday, but it got here today, which is Friday. So it got here a whole 3 days early, and it's just right on time because I'm crocheting tonight with my best friend Ashley and her sister Lola, and I wanted this yarn to finish a project that I started making for my friend Nikki. So the project that I'm making is a purse. It's the first one I've ever tried to make. It's going swell, but I got my yarn math wrong. When I looked at the pattern, it called for a total of 520 grams of yarn. And I think the yarn weight might have been mislabeled on the website that I ordered it from, because I remember it saying that it was 100 grams per skein. Even if the weight was off, my math was still even more off, because for some reason I ordered 3 skeins, which even if it weighed 100 grams would only give me 300 grams. So I was 220 grams short and quickly realized it. So I ordered some more yarn, and I was hoping that it would get here before my crafting date with my friends, and lo and behold, it arrived just in time. So while I'm waiting for the girls to come over, I wanted to chat with you about this yarn. So I ordered this yarn from habanusYarns.com. They're a company based in Turkey, which is where, incidentally, a lot of the yarn I use is made in Turkey. So it's come a long way to get to me. So that's exciting, and it came early. So I'd rather order it from Habanus. The other advantage of ordering from Habanus is that they have the full range of available colors and colorways for all the yarns that I love to use. So what I found out is when I order from Amazon, they may have a lot of options of colors in a particular yarn, but they will always be missing a few colors. And that's always exactly the color that I need to finish my project. So I figured out that Habanus, they don't carry every kind of yarn, but for the yarns that they do carry, they have the widest selection. So that's advantage number 2. Advantage number 3 is price. Because Happiness is getting the yarns directly from the manufacturer and they're in the same geographical location, the prices are so much better than on Amazon. The same skein of yarn that I buy on Amazon that costs $6 or $7 only costs $2-3 on Happiness. You can't beat that. Even with the shipping costs factored in, I still pay anywhere from $1 to $2 less per skein when I order from Happiness versus Amazon. So let's get to it. So what I ordered is, gosh, I'm trying to remember the name of it now because I ordered it last week and I've forgotten the name. I know it's macrame cord. It's actually 100% polyester 2mm macrame cord. It comes in a very small skein. It only weighs 100 grams, but it's completely worth it. For the project that I'm making, I can see why the designer chose this particular yarn. Okay. So I ordered 2 colors because I'm actually making 2 bags, one for my friend V and one for my friend Nikki. Super pretty, super shiny. I love this. So this is like a little bit of a dark gray. We originally ordered 3 skeins of this and that was not enough. So now I ordered 3 more skeins. So they are here. I can finish that project this week. Awesome. So excited for that. So that was for Nikki's project. Now, for the yarn for V's project, she wanted a fall color. Oh my God, this is even prettier in person than it was online. Oh my gosh. Oh man. This is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It's so rich. It's so pigmented. I love it. Oh, I love this. It's going to be perfect because she asked for a fall color. She named off a few colors. For example, I went with this kind of clear red because it reminded me of fall. I grew up in Detroit and every fall the leaves would fall from the trees and the prettiest ones were those that were this bright, brilliant red. And this reminds me of exactly that. So I hope she loves it as much as I love it. This color is spectacular, right? So that is the newest yarn that I'm using. It's called Yarn Art Macrame, and again, it's 90 grams per skein. It is an extremely durable yarn. It works up very strong. The stitches are pretty tight, pretty durable. The project is coming together so beautifully, and I'll show you when it's done. But I'm really glad that I tried this yarn because there are some pros and cons to using it, and I'll talk about that in another video. So that's one yarn that I use, and I use that for purses. My go-to yarn is actually another yarn from Yarn Art, and it's Yarn Art Jeans. This is a blend of cotton and acrylic. This is 55% cotton, 45% acrylic. I can't say enough good things about this yarn. I first found out about this yarn from our ballerinas. My first ballerina is the first time that I ever used Yarn Art Jeans because it was recommended in the pattern, and right away I could see there were a lot of advantages to this yarn. Of course, I had only used like a couple other yarns before, but but I could still see that this was ideally suited for amigurumi. It's got beautiful stitch definition. It's got a tiny bit of stretch to it. It's thin, so I use a 2.75 millimeter hook. I think the recommended hook size for this on the packaging is 3.5, but of course you want to go down a couple of hook sizes from that if you're making amigurumi. So I think most people will recommend like a 1.5 or 1.75, something like that. And I found that with my tension, those are too small. So I use a 2.75. It works fantastic. I don't have holes. I don't have stuffing showing through the stitches. What I love about this yarn is it's really inexpensive. Like I said, you can get this from Hobbiness for, I want to say $2.99 a skein. And then it is available in like 80 colors. That's a dream for someone like me who uses a lot of different skin tones. Most of my dolls have dark skin tones, and Yarn Art Jeans is available in something like 10 different shades of brown. So that's extremely satisfying to me. And the fact that I can get this from Hobbiness or Amazon. Getting this from Amazon, it comes really quickly. It actually comes generally within 2 to 3 days. However, like I pointed out before, Amazon doesn't always have all the colors in stock. Hobbiness does. And on Amazon, this yarn runs from $5 to $6.99 a skein. So there's a significant upcharge there. But this has been my go-to yarn for amigurumi. I have made the majority of my projects with Yarn Art Jeans. I absolutely love it and I recommend it. 10 out of 10. We talked about Yarn Art Jeans. We talked about Yarn Art Macrame. So let's talk about the yarn that I use for plushies. So this is a new venture for me. I just started doing plushies a few months ago, and I am still experimenting with different bulky yarns, number 5 weight, to see which one I like best for plushies. So far, I've tried Himalayan Dolphin Baby, I've tried Yarn Art Dolce, I've tried Premier Parfait Chunky, and I've tried Bernat Velvet, and I've tried Bernat Blanket. My go-to is gonna be Yarn Art Dolce and Himalayan Dolphin Baby. Yarn Art Dolce, it's just a really beautiful and very stereotypical chenille yarn. It comes in a large variety of colors. That's what I love about Yarn Art. They have so many colors that are available. It really just satisfies every palette possible. So Yarn Art Dolce, it's nice and heavy enough. Honestly, it seems a little stronger than some other chenille yarns that I've tried, like as far as the snap test. If you try to break this yarn, you're much more likely to pull some fibers off than you are to break it. Whoa, yeah, I broke it that time. but yeah, the colors of this one are so rich, and this is also available on Hobbiness yarns, and it's available on Amazon. This yarn has received a lot of hype in the crochet world, especially the world of crochet plushies. And I think I figured out the reason why. This yarn is available in so many colors. It's a great, durable, soft chenille. Oh, it feels a little less velvety, I think, than the Yarn Art Dolce, but it still feels really nice. It glides over your hands really easy. It's got great stitch definition. And I think the reason why I like it so much is because it's available in a wide variety of colors, and you can get this from Hobbiness for almost half the price of what Amazon sells it for. I think it's $11.99 a skein on Amazon. On Habanus, I can't remember exactly, but it's something like $6 or $7.99 a skein. So, like I said, even with the shipping factored in, and of course, I never just order one skein. Now, if you're ordering like 1 or 2 skeins, it might not be worth it to order from Habanus, but I order from them when I need several skeins so that the shipping divided out over the number of skeins that I buy is makes the price very reasonable. But yeah, I've made a couple of projects with this so far, and it works out beautifully. It's so pretty and reflective and deeply saturated color. So yeah, these two are probably gonna be my go-tos for plushies. I'm still new to plushies. I've only made a few of them so far, but I really enjoyed them. I like how quickly the project works up, and I like how soft it is. I like how stretchy chenille yarn is. Like anytime I'm making a plushie with chenille yarn, I always have to remind myself that it's going to stretch when I feel it. Like it's going to be bigger, because it always looks a little smaller than I want it to be. But then when I start stuffing it, so yeah, I love it so far. Other crafty news this week, I got a request from one of my aunties, and I have to call her back. But she wants my pig. Yeah, she wants the pig, and I'm just when people ask for things on this shelf, because these are all my pieces that I keep for myself, I'm like torn, because I love giving these pieces away. I love giving my projects away, but it's like, do I want to make another one to replace that one? Like, do I love it that much? Or can I just give it away and make something new and different in its place? So I'm really excited about that. She wants that pig, and she wants a doll. She said the doll in the pink dress, but I have 2 dolls, actually 3 dolls in pink dresses, because I forgot about this ballerina. So I got to see which doll she wanted. But if she does want a doll, I will definitely be making her a doll, because all the dolls on this shelf are beginner projects. So they are wonky. The stitches are not uniform. The shapes are off. I didn't stuff them enough. So they're not going to stand the test of time. And I'm pretty sure that she wants this doll for her grandbaby. We'll see. So I'm going to talk to her. Yeah, so I think that's all I wanted to talk to you about today, was the different kinds of yarn I use and why I choose them and where I get them from. So now you know what's in my stash. What's in your stash? What's your go-to yarn? What's your favorite type of projects to make? Are you a blanket maker, or a maker of wearables? Do you just love making hats, socks? I want to know it all. Put it in the comments, and I will be sure to read them, and I hope to see you soon.